but still we have plenty of racing on the track because Fernando Hediam and Norizman Ismail is battling for second overall place, and together Ahmad Fazrul Sham, Faris Afiz from the Felda PB Racing, they will be battling for P4 and 5. So that's what we will be watching on the track today and tomorrow. Underbone 13 OCC. And this is the starting grid for Underbone category. We have Anggi Pemana Putra in grid number 1. The second is Wahyu Aji Tilaksana and Muhammad Adib Rosli third on the grid.
Fernando Herdian, he's one of the ones to keep a lookout for. He's fourth, bike 61. Azam Omar and Ahmad Fazrul Sham on the second row.
And then we have Florinius Roy Birlian 7 on the grid 8. Muhammad Azab Jalil 9th. Ali Isla Niza Ilyas.
On to row number 4, Gupita Krishna, the guy who's already won the Underbone title, Razaiman Said, and Noor Isman Ismail. He's the second racer that we really need to keep an eye on, bike number 19. And
13 on the grid, Reza Pahlavi, then 14, Maulana Nur Khairi, 15 as Sasitaran.
And then you've got Muhammad Shah Carol, Hisham, Faris Afiez from Malaysia, and Naoki Takahashi on row 6.
And Avani Rosli, who did not complete his qualifying session yesterday, will be starting races from the back of the grid.
When those lights disappear, we are underway, and Anggi Pemana has got up to a reasonable start, but he's under real pressure. He's taken one wide side of the track, and he's actually got off to a terrific start. He leads into the first bendy, sharp right-hand corner.
Yes, it's quite a good start for Anggi Pemana Putra, and it's very important for them to be close to each other in this race. And then early on, this is still in first lap. We have, as normally we have a few riders will be taking their turn to lead the race, and behind that, that's Adib Rosli back with the red color. There is Adib Rosli is down to third.
8 laps of the track. Average lap times will be around about the 2:07, 2:08 for a lap, so there's plenty of time for the riders to jockey for position. At the moment it is Anggi Pemana Putra who's made the most of his pole position, and he's still leading in this, the third of the long straights. Just having a little look, Noor Isman Ismail has got himself up into the top 6 as well. Noor Isman versus Fernando Herdian, that is the race for second place. Just 1 point separates them in the overall championship standings.
That's the battle that we are looking at on the track. It's still early with, this is only the first lap. From the very beginning, we had some moment on the track. That is what I think that is for the GB, it is a Honda racing team. Is that from the UZ team, I think. And we have in front still bike number 158 and 60.
Well, there's the incident. It's just at the back. And he's come down with a mighty clatter.
I think that's now Takahashi, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think it is him.
Sasitaram will get a medical update. As you saw in the back, the Felda orange Faris has made a decent move, but as we come into the perilous final corner for the first time, and the riders go over very circumspect, the order of play is Anggi Pemana Putra leading the way from Wahyu Aji Trikslana. Azam Omar, Adib Rosli, Sasitaran is through in 5th, Reza Pahlavi 6th, Floriana 7th, Fernando Herdian 8th, Noor Isman Ismail right on his tail in 9th.
Yes, Faris Afiz already improved his place, now up to 12, with Razaiman also up to 10 right now. Razaiman is back with racing here after missing 2 rounds, back with his UZ team. Bike number 25, and in front still Anggi Pemana Putra, bike number 158. And where is the champion? The champion is down to 16 in that group.
But there's only 2.5 seconds separating 1 from 17. The man who crashed out was Naoki Takahashi, the Japanese. He's the one who took that thump to his helmet as he hit the floor. Back end just going away. But now then, coming back into live action. Once again, we've got Azam Omar and Adib Rosli trying to put some pressure on the front two. Anggi Pemana just dropping a little bit off the front end.
There's Adib Rosli taking his turn to lead the race. We have seen some improvement with Andy Brosley. He started third on the grid here and third on grid as well in Doha, Qatar. His best result so far, fourth in Central Indonesia in race 1.
Andy Brosley is in the red livery, just dropping down to third as they come into the first of a series of right-handers. It's the second of them, then they'll sweep into the left before a long-ish straight down towards the perilous final corner. So Andy Brosley currently in third, Anggi Permana, Wahyu Aji and Azam Omar also in that leading little group.
This is quite an unusual leader of the race, because we normally had Norizman in front together with Afandi Rosli and all, but now we have Anggi Permana Putra and Wahyu Aji Tilaksana leading the race so far with Muhammad Adit Rosli.
Onlookers, just I can tell you that Fernando Herdian, bike number 61, he had a jump start and he has got a ride-through penalty the team has served, which, in terms of the overall championship standings and the battle that he's got with Norizman Ismail, could be really bad news for him.
Really bad news. Really going to be costly for Fernando Herdian. Now he's in 10, currently 10. In front of Norizman is 15, but with the right-through penalty, then I think he'll be right there behind, joining the race after that.
Andy Brosley was just pushed aside there. You lose your position on the track and suddenly you'll find 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 riders will go through on the inside, but at the moment nobody's been able to go through on Anggi Permana Putra. I'd love to know where his form has come from. At the moment he's just been taken by second place. Wahyu Aji doing the business there, but where has Anggi Permana been hiding his for all this season?
Yeah, because we have Anggi Permana Putra and in fact Wahyu Aji Tilaksana, both of them leading the race in front. We are still waiting for the normal usual suspect of Reza Palevi and the rest of the gang, but it is Anggi Permana Putra and Wahyu Aji, and they try to pull everybody in front, because they are pushing or attacking from the very beginning of the race.
8 laps in all to go, and it's still the front two. We had a quick shot there of Gupita Krishna, the championship leader. He's at the very back end, but best lap of 2:08.290. They're beginning to get into their stride, are these riders. And Anggi Permana Putra, well, a best lap of 2:04.468, which in terms of a speed time, that's about 128.2 kilometers per hour average speed over the lap. That just gives you an idea.
There's Asitaran, there's Azam Omar as well, and Faris Hafiz is already in that group. This young man from Malaysia for the Felda PB racing team is already in front there. Muhammad Faris Hafiz, who started the race 17 on the grid.
As the riders come past us in our commentary position, it's still the front two of Wahyu Aji and Anggi Permana are really battling, but right behind them, Azam Omar in the light green livery. He is close in third. Sasi Taran is up there once again. Azam has got the best lap time of 2:07. Azam bike number 46. But this is what Underbone is all about. You never get yourself a convincing lead. And Gupita Krishna beginning to make a move at the tail end of that little group.
Yeah, I saw the green livery from behind, coming slowly but surely to join the group in front. Don't discount Gupita Krishna just yet. Even though he has won the championship, I'm sure he wants to win the race again here. It's in front. It's still bike number 158. No, it's bike number 60. Wahyu Aji Tilaksana leading the race together with Anggi Permana Putra. For how long they can lead the race, we are still waiting.
A reminder that Fernando Herdian ride-through penalty has still to be served. Bike number 61. Herdian is currently second in the championship standings, 125 points. Norizman Ismail, bike number 19, is 1 point behind us. Gupita Krishna is now up into fourth place. How does Gupita Krishna do this? He's nowhere, then he's somewhere.
Well, he always does. That's Zulfami Karuddin, the former Moto3 rider from Malaysia, is watching, looking at the race, former colleagues from racing here in the Underbone category. Is where he started racing as well. And in front, still Wahyu Aji and Anggi Permana. And as you said just now about Gupita, well, he's been doing this for as far as I can remember. And before that, it was Hadi Wijaya, and he was the teammate of Hadi Wijaya before. I think he learned that from Hadi Wijaya.
We have got less than a second separating 1 from 9. Gupita Krishna is part of that, but it's still Wayo Aji and Angi Pamana who are leading coming into this perilous final corner. Going through the line, the lead is .163 for Wayo Aji.
But it's quite impressive to see how Anggi Permana Putra can maintain his place in front there in the Underbone category. Normally it's not easy to do that with Norisman now setting the fastest time in lap number 3. But still, Anggi Permana is leading the race. Now we have Azam Omar pushing, and the two of them now creating a gap between them and the group behind.
Indeed, Azam Omar has a long look behind because he's very aware. He took the inside now. Who's this? This is
Afendi Rosli. He had a problem with his bike in qualifying. I think the ground is still there. He's out of the race in race 1.
So Afendi is gone up at the front end, though. I can tell you, Anggi Permana is being taken now by Azam Omar. It's almost like they're urging each other on. Follow me, follow me. Let's break away from the pack. Let's see if we can split the points up amongst ourselves.
With 4 laps to go, we still have Anggi, Azam, and now we have Reza Pahlavi as well in that group. So we have quite a number, I think around 10 or more riders in front there, in that group, in that group. And that's Norisman Ismail as well, I think, just joining that group. Yeah, Norisman, number 10.
Bike number 19 is Norisman Ismail. Fernando Herdian, we need to keep a close eye on now because he has got that ride through penalty, which will cost him significant time.
Yes,
he hasn't served it as yet.
He has 3 laps to do so, if not he'll be called out and disqualified from this.
Gupita. Is that Gupita Krishna who was forced wide?
That's Gupita Krishna. He was forced wide and he has joined back race on the back of his group.
Somebody's going to pay for that. Nobody does that to Gupita Krishna.
So this is battle for P1. So we have a group of riders now battling for P1. There's Norisman Ismail now making his move, making his charge from the inside, together with Ali Ilyas and Reza Pahlavi as well.
Yeah, Reza Pahlavi in the red livery. He's just behind Norisman Ismail, has a look as well. There is Norisman Ismail, takes the lead as they go over the start-finish line. We have now got 3 laps to go. Norisman Ismail makes his move with Fernando Herdian having that drive-through penalty. This could be significant for Norisman to pick up 2nd place. This is the Velde garage.
Yes, we have the Baharuddin's family looking at and watching how Faris Afi is going to make his move from in the middle of that group there. And to be on the podium again, he will try to do that in Buriram. But it's Reza Pahlavi now taking his turn, leading Azam Omar. Then we have that is number 19, Norisman, back to Anggi Permana, number 158, Anggi.
In the space of 50 meters, we had 4 changes of the lead. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Underbone 130cc racing. It's terrific stuff as they come down now the 3rd of the big straights into corner number 4. That's where you've got the chance just to open the throttle, and as we can see, is that Gupita Krishna? I told you, you do not muck around with this fella. Push me off the track, I'm coming to take the lead, and he's taken Fariz with him as well.
Yeah, Gupita now charging in front, leading the race with Reza Pahlavi in 2nd place and Faris Hafiz in 3rd place. And we have, that is, I think, bike number 21, that's Sasi Taran as well in that group. So now we're going to have another great battle, and again, that is bike number 61. That's
Fernando.
That's Wahyu? Is that Wahyu or, yeah, it's Wahyu. He had a problem with his bike, yes, and it's very unfortunate for Wahyu Ajit Laksana.
Yeah, because he was leading at one stage, was Wahyu Laksana, but now he's not. Reza Pahlavi is leading the way. Gupita Krishna in that little group. Norisman Ismail also in there. Fariz involved in that group.
Yeah, another bike having problem back there. I saw a rider raise his hand. I think that's Ali Ilyas or Norisman, because he's from the Thailand Metro Tech SK racing team.
So Azam will lead. Azam Omar, bike number 46, as we now have 2 laps to go. Fariz is being dragged. Reza Pahlavi in there as well. Sasi Taran joined that first group. Gupita Krishna currently in 6th place. Where is Norisman Ismail? Where are Fernando Herdian?
Yeah, because Norisman, I saw someone raise his, I think was that Norisman who had a problem with his bike. No, I think that's Norisman on the right side.
Yeah,
it's
Nur
number
Isman
19,
Ismail is involved in that little
Ali who
group.
had a problem. Yeah, that's Ali. Ali who had a problem. So Nur Isman is still racing and still looking good for him to be in second place overall.
Take your eyes off the screen for a moment, and suddenly Gupita Krishna will insert himself at the front of the pack. He's got this amazing ability. It does seem to be those straight line speed in which he's been able to dominate and get around the corners, but once he comes into that straight, he's swallowed up by the group. And Elliotla will, maybe he'll go out just to complete this race, or maybe he'll call it a day and make sure everything's ready for race number 12 of the season, which takes place tomorrow.
Yeah, we get only 2 laps to go in this race. It's going to be too late for Ali to join the group in front with his teammate now. And Nur Isman Ismail now leading the race.
So Nur Isman wanting points, wanting to get significant lead over Philando Herdian. So often Nur Isman is there or thereabouts at the lead, but gets swallowed up in the latter stages of any races. But we have now got 1.5 laps to go, and it's Reza Faleva leading from Nur Isman Ismail. Gupita Krishna, the champion, currently in 6th place.
Yeah, Nur Isman started the race 12 on the grid, and remember he finished 15 in Doha, Qatar, when he was like this. Oh, Reza Pahlavi had a problem. Reza Pahlavi is out of the race. Yeah, that's another casualty for race 1 in Underbone 130cc. I think because they're pushing the bikes too hard, because I can see that they're attacking the race from the very beginning. So we had a number of riders now out of the race, and it is the turn of Nur Isman. Yeah.
On to the last lap. How close can it be? Azam Omar is right there.
No, that's Fazlul Sham. Sorry,
Ahmed Fazlul Sham is through. Fariz for Felder. He's in 2nd place as well. Where is Nur Isman Ismail? He's currently in 7th. Now, we've had a couple of dropouts. Has there been any oil left on the track is one of the questions I'll have later on, but not in this part of the track, as Azam Omar goes through into the lead. Underbone, it is building towards the finale. Watch out for the final corner, ladies and gentlemen. This could be mayhem. Gupita Krishna leads into the sharp right. He leads very often in this part of the track, but he's then just swallowed up by the rest of the pack.
Well, they are taking their own racing line right now. We have, because it's a wide track, so we have a number of racing line. And it is Faris Hafiz now leading the race with Satitarin in 2nd place. Nur Isman is also there in front, together with, I think that is Ahmad Fazlul Sham. And here come Gupita from the outside, trying to overtake Fazlul Sham. And also in front there now is Adib Rosley.
Adib Rosley comes to the front. Gupita Krishna just tracks him into there as well. So Gupita in 2nd. Adib is leading as they're in the technical part of the track. We have got less than half a lap to go. Gupita Krishna suddenly into the lead. Nur Isman is one of those amongst them. Is he? No, he's not.
Yeah,
Gupita,
he's in front there.
Nur Isman is there. Joining also Florianus Roy Brilliant. Bike 92.
It's going to be difficult to see who will be in front, and the last corner once again will decide who will win the race this time. But it's Adib Rosley now charging, and there's a little bit of gap between Adib and the group behind.
Well, as they come into the final stretch, I'm looking for Nur Isman Ismail. The lead is bike 18, Adib Rosley. Adib, Gupita closes the gap. Adib at 1, 2, 3, 4 down. But Adib takes it. Gupita Krishna inevitably takes 2nd. Now, who was it who fell on that last corner? Once again, bravery. Absolute going for the racing line. But is that... Gosh, it needs some working out, but Adib Rosley has taken the win.
Adib Rosley just won race. Wawai Pang is very happy for his rider. I think the first win ever for his team, yes, in the Underbone 130cc for this year.
Here's the final lap. So often, Fariz it is who catches the back of Gupita Krishna. 3 go over the top of Fariz, so the Felder racing team, they have lost a chance of a podium place. I think everybody is up and about, but Ahmed Fazlul Sham was taken out.
I think that's Nur Isman is one of them.
Oh,
yeah,
Nur
Isman is mine. That's Fazlul Sham. I'm very sure that's number 33, but another rider, we have not seen it clearly. Oh, that's Nur Isman. It's confirmed. Nur Isman is one of them. yes, Norisman is one of the riders of down, and he's 11, but still 4 points for Norisman. Fernando is, in fact,
just behind him.
Just
behind him. So Gupita Krishna, as is so often the case, just comes through, doesn't take the victory. Adib Rosley takes the victory, and you saw how thrilled to bits Adib was. But Gupita Krishna is the champion, and he showed there several of the reasons why he is champion, because he has the ability just to place himself right place, right time.
Yeah, it seems that the Indonesian riders, especially from Kawasaki, Manotech, they are able to do that. They know just how and the right moment to attack. And this have been, we have witnessed in Hadi Wijaya for a few years before Gupita Krishna took over from Hadi Wijaya in the team, and still they have the same strategy, same tactical, and still winning the race.
This, though, is Gupita Krishna. He's celebrating his championship Kawasaki, in case you hadn't seen. So he came second in this particular race in terms of overall podiums. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It is second place of the season. The win goes to Adib Rosley on the Yamaha. First win of the championship for Adib Rosley. Sasi Taran coming in with a very, very good third. Florianus fourth, Azam Omar fifth. Angi Pamana started on pole, finishes sixth. Razaiman, Shah Khairul, Mulana Norkari on the Yamaha, and Azza Jalil on the Yamaha. And then, as we move on to the second page, we see Norisman Ismail taken out in the last corner, but he picks up points for 11th. Philando just 1 point behind, so they will go in neck and neck on identical points into the final round of races tomorrow. Fariz Afayez, he didn't finish. Another dramatic Underbone 130cc, another last corner finale. Excellent performance by Adib Rosley. The Underbone 130cc race prizes will be handed out by Barry Russell, the Federation of Motorsports Club of Thailand.
That's Sasi Taran again on podium. A great performance by Sasi Taran. In second place, Gupita Krishna, the overall champion. And as for Adib Rosley, I think it's the first time that he wins a race for the team this season. And I think for quite some time also I have not seen the RCB Yamaha Waipang racing rider on the podium, on top of the podium. And that will make the principal of the team, Waipang, a very, very happy man.
Indeed, throughout this season, we've seen the red livery there or thereabouts, challenging, competing, and invariably just not being able to complete the deed. Today, they have completed the deed, hence the broadest smile of the day. Adib, RCB Yamaha, Waipang Racing, Gupita Krishna used to a place on the podium, and Sasi Taran, his third podium position. I did him a disservice before of the season. He's had 2/3 and a second, but there is the winner, and a very proud young fella is Mr. Adib Rosley. Gupita, the championship winner. We already knew that. Championship has gone to Gupita Krishna, and the win today to Adib Rosley. Standings, and Gupita crowned as king, 75 points clear, only 25 points available. Look at that. Norisman and Philando neck and neck on 129. Sasi Taran now up to fourth. It's very much a Malaysia dominated board in the first 8. Adib now up to 8th place after that victory today. Fariz Afayez, my word, I think he's ridden better than 81 points this season. Reza Falevi, who was leading before his engine blew, he completes the top 10. Effendi, we saw Eli Itlianda drop out. Florianus got himself a 4th place today. Rozaiman also in the points. Wayu Aji got himself, he fell off right at the end. We saw him pull out. Shah Khairul Hisham in the points today.